this episode of Fixing Things, we're going to get the brake lines from the back of the truck all the way up to the front and hook to the master cylinder. All right, we're ready to shove the brake line down beside the frame rail. So I went ahead and flared in my end and put my connector on there, flare connector, and taped it up so the dirt ain't gonna be jabbing in my brake line. So, see, that's not copper. Listen, you guys don't know what you're talking about. All right, it looks like copper, but it's not copper. All right, so we're gonna be sending this down. Hopefully it's long enough. If not, open up the next box. All right, let's shove this down there. So this is the size brake line I'm going to be using, but this fitting is too small to go in the back of my proportioning valve, and this is the one that fits it, but the tubing size here is too small, so we're going to drill this out to this size. There's a little looby dooby on it. Now I got to go up 2 sizes on a drill bit, so you don't want to get the big one first. Just a 1/4 inch. A little more lube. Put plenty of looby dooby on there. All right, so here's the size that did fit in now, that it was, which is, I believe, the 3/16, and this is 1/4 inch brake line. It is not copper. I have a lot of people trying to say I've been putting copper. This is what's called a nye copper. It's actually got other metals. When you cut it, you can see the cross section in it. Listen to it. That does not sound like copper. All right, let's see. This is a 1/4 inch tubing, and that's what I need. Oh man, it rained all night long. This ground is wet. I want to hurry up and get this thing done. Oh, I'm going through the wrong hole. Oh. Can't go through that one. I see the master cylinder. Oh, right there it is. So we got to come up through there. Start putting the bend back here. I'm literally 4 inches from hitting the master cylinder, but I still gotta bend this down into the frame. Why is this thing's all zoomed up for? Oh, and back here, I'm hitting the frame. I mean, hitting the rear axle. So I got to go down there, and I believe all I got to do is get it up over top of the axle. So let me go do that, and then we can probably do the rest from up front, then come down here and bend this in place. All right, this should be enough. All right, so our brake line is coming up through there, not that bent up crooked one. I got to get that out of there. But it's coming up through there. And I want to hug the firewall a little bit and bend it nice and neat into the back of the proportioning valve. So that means I got to climb up underneath there. All right, I got the brake line hooked up now. I got it going through the old vacuum line that went to the booster, and I got a rubber sleeve around it so it don't rub, and that thing right next to it is the old brake line, which I got to get out of there. But I broke off the vacuum piece right there, the hose that came to it, but that's okay because that thing is I mean, it was working, but I'm sure it was about ready to fail. But I don't need it because that line is going to go directly to the booster instead of using that piece right there. I can't get my hand in there from where I'm at. Right there, the little bluish white thing. All right, let's get underneath there and get this thing hooked to the frame and hook it up to the rear. All right, so the brake line coming down from there, it is coming through that grommet that I made from the old vacuum line. Comes down through here, curves towards the frame. I got it strapped here around, there's a bracket back here, holds the old fuel line. And I got a rubber thing on the fuel line and a rubber thing on the brake line so nothing is rubbing. And over here, same thing, there's a bracket back here that holds the old fuel line, and I got it strapped to that with the little rubber things on each one of those, and then it separates and starts going towards the back, and zip tie that all the way back down there. All right, all the way down there underneath the cab, we go over to the frame, strapped. Comes down underneath here, the air tank strapped, and each place has got a little rubber hose on it. On the tank, strapped. Gotta back out now. Strapped there. Going down here, down here, down here. About every 2 feet, because that's how they had it. Strapped. And now that's where a union was made down there. The strap, I got to get one there. Got to get a strap there, and then ready to put our connector on. So that's our next thing. Put our connector on and strap the rest of it. All right, I'm gonna try to get this little thingamajiggy out of there. Got it. That was easy. Come on, baby. Get out of there. Got it. Here's our new one. And the thing. And the brake line. And why is it bent? Tells you how long this truck is. From the master cylinder all the way to here is over 20 feet. And we still got 10 feet of truck left. There's only probably less than 4 feet of brake line left. All right, of course that's not the right wrench. All right, I got the right wrenches, I think. All right, I stayed out here late last night. And I got the tires back on. So we got the brake lines from the rear all the way up to the cab of the truck. Got the tires back on it. I didn't film me getting the tires back on, but rust on them. I think today we're gonna work on in the front. I got the jack stands and stuff still underneath it, so I'm gonna get the jacks out, drop it back down on the tires, and set the emergency brakes so this thing will roll. And jack the front up, take the front tires off. So I was going to put it in regular motion, regular speed, and it was an easy one. Easier. My back. I got him off. Where's my son, my son? Where's my son, my son when I need him? Did you see that the wheels on the, the truck were turning? I was, even with the weight of the truck on them. I'll show you what I did. I took the old fan belt, hooked it to the steering wheel. Might have to do something like that to put it back on. All right, I guess we'll start to get them hubs off or work on the brake lines one. Also, I gotta take the master cylinder back off and paint it. I got some orange paint, same color as the truck. Starting to some rain 2 nights ago, getting some flash rust on it. So I want it to look pretty, even though the motor's not looking too pretty, except for where my water pump is. Water pump's looking good, radiator's looking good. We'll get it looking good for too long. Once we get it all done, pressure wash that junk out of there. Also got to work on the vacuum lines maybe today. Maybe. We'll see how much I get done. I'm gonna go ahead and take the master cylinder back off. We're gonna leave leave the booster on. But we're gonna take the master cylinder off so I can paint it because it's getting rusty. My back is about had it with the tires and everything. So we're plus I'm gonna order some stuff up. I'm gonna get some brake shoes on this thing. So let's go ahead and get this off. So my dumb self lost a little push rod that goes inside here. It's out here on the ground somewhere. So I had to make another one. And then somehow the footage of me testing it didn't get recorded. I went back and checked it because I noticed the camera was rolling. So this thing goes right in here. And I test fitted it a little while ago and it needed to be shortened. So I took about a 1/16 off of it. It's not supposed to be pushing on the thing. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, maybe it's still pushing. Still pushing. Maybe I can get a little bit more out of the... That's shorter than the other one was. Try taking the jam nut off it. So you're supposed to adjust this piece so that it's just barely touching the plunger. They say if it's too tight, your brakes might not release. If it's too loose, you'll have play, and you might not get full pressure on your brakes. All right, that's going to be it for this episode of Fix Things with Pastor Bill. And I got a mess out here. I got to clean this mess up. But we did. We accomplished. We got the wheels back on the truck. Got them aired up. We got the lines going all the way to the front. We took the master cylinder back off, put it back on, painted it because it was starting to rust. We struggled getting the tires off. That was hard. I probably would work out here longer, maybe get the brake lines off. That was a lot. But that's a good start, because I'm going to order up some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and get some brand new brake hoses for the front. I got to find them. I had to take a gander at everything, see how it was. My shoes ain't bad. We're going to go with these shoes for a while. And it wasn't that hard getting these things off. When we work on this again, we're going to make sure the slack adjusters and everything is working. Get everything weathered up so the rain, we got rain coming, a lot of rain. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Look at that master cylinder. That thing looks good. That looks good. All right, let me button this thing up. God bless each and every one of you. Next week we're gonna try to get the brake lines run on the front and get the wheel cylinders put on it. They're brand new wheel cylinders. Get the new hoses put on it. Get the drums back on. Pack the wheel bearings. Bearings and everything were in good shape. They were a little loose. I think I put them on, last time I did, I put them on with a pair of channel locks. They need to be a little tighter than that. So, God bless each and every one of you. Oh yeah, like and subscribe.